The car is not mine. I'm not supposed to drive on my FM3 without Ken in the car. And,
did he give you a letter giving you permission to drive?
No. But Camelo is the executor for Ken while Ken's out of the country, but I have to have him in the car.
Okay.
So,
because you know, you might actually write, if Kent sends you a letter saying he gives you permission to drive the car, you're cool.
But I don't have a license.
Well, that's a secondary problem. But
so I just carry bribe money wherever I go. Had to bribe the cops twice here, man. Once I wasn't even driving, I was just parked.
My dad was telling me a story the other day when he was in Mexico City in the 50s. He was parked and some guys on a scooter smacked him inside of him. I mean, he was parked. He was just sitting in his car parked. And they arrested him, hauled him off to jail, and they were just like $200.
And I did pretty well because the first time I got busted, I only paid 100 pesos. And the second time I paid 250. But the second time I got caught by a state cop. That guy, actually, that's him. He drives around here on his quad all the time. So the internet works. I paid the bill and everything's fine.
Oh, cool.
I was wondering if you were aware of any way to, like in the States, when I'm going to a place that has Wi-Fi, I have to put a password in. Not like the web key, but like a regular password.
Yeah.
Is there any way we can do that so that people can't just sit outside the bar and steal our internet stuff?
Yeah, right now it's open.
Well, no, it has a web, but once I give it to a customer, they're going to have it.
Well, the secret is what a lot of places downtown will just, they'll like change the code and just write it like, something in the car, just have it in the car, and somebody asks for it, just give it to them and change it. I'll show you how to change it up.
That was
easy
awesome.
to change.
Okay, I figured that.
You gotta have a computer plugged directly into the box.
Not wireless.
Wireless can work, but it's a little iffy because if you mess up the password, then you're screwed.
Right. I'm trying to drive as nice as possible in this piece of shit.
Insist that that's much faster.
Well, there's no traffic.
Usually, but if there is,
but I usually don't go traffic that way because, I don't go the downtown way because it's easier for the cops to find me. Because they're all over the place, it seems. How much does how much does a good starting bike cost?
Motorcycle?
Yeah. I mean, it's like nice. Oh, like a motorbike.
I mean, like 20,000.
That's what I meant, man. Like,
yeah. 1,000 pesos might get you half of
a wheel.
Yeah.
I got a good gig going, man. I got a friend of mine in New York that wants me to do the accounting and billing for his company.
That's cool.
Over the internet.
That's great if you can get it. That's what Julie is doing. She's doing some administrative nonsense online, and it's not great money there, but it goes a long way here.
Yes. He's going to pay me $300 a week. That's great money.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And I'll still be working at the bar, so I'll still have that money coming in too. Yeah, that's the way I normally go. It's a little ghetto that way, isn't it?
Yeah, the Pueblito de Rocha especially.
Fuck, dude, it's real. They're just like waiting for this to break down out there.
I went out with a girl from Pueblito de Rocha once. I almost got lynched. I took her home and got dudes were throwing rocks at me, and I had to
Yes, they were. They were like, "What are you doing in my neighborhood?"
Yeah.
With my sister.
it's a nice day too because you got like clouds, but it's not like rainy.
Yeah, so we're gonna move out of Marfil when I come back. I'm making that kind of money. I can get a nice place like downtown or something.
Cut your time to Valenciana in half as well.
Yes, it's that.
Wow, if I didn't have 5 months ago.
Oh, you seen Katie's house? That's what everyone keeps saying.
It's like
3,000, right?
it's cool.
I think it's 3,000 or 3,000 and change. Have you seen Rojo's new house?
No.
Fuck, man. I mean, I couldn't afford that either. It's really fucking nice. It's near, you know where El Tetragon is downtown? I think it's in the kind of climate or something. But it's got 3 floors, fireplace, 4 bathrooms, 3 bedrooms, huge dining room, nice kitchen. And the very top floor is like a balcony kind of, with a wet bar, 9-foot pool table, 6-person jacuzzi, and a full bathroom. I could live just on the roof.
Doing now, like he's.
Well, he's dating a very rich person.
Oh, that's.
I think Ines works for the government or something.
Ah, okay.
She
That.
makes a lot of money. And I know he charges between 500 and 1,000 a day. He DJs at least 3 times a week, so he's got to live. But the house is beautiful. I've over there a couple of times, and I just can't get over how nice it is. But it's very strange to get to. You go through, I don't know what street it's on. It's one of the main streets downtown, but it comes like this and it makes a turn. And there's an OXXO there and a liquor store, and there's a big metal gate. And you open the gate, you walk through a building, and then there's his front door. So it's like not accessible from the street. You know the place downtown where the wall fell?
Yeah.
And he lives right behind that.
Oh, okay. That's a different.
It's a new house. Yeah.
Petrogon. I was thinking of a different chicken place though.
Oh, well, I mean, in your defense, I might have it wrong too.
No, but that's much nicer neighborhood too than where I was thinking. Like out by the Alonia, it's like it's not bad, but it's sort of like there's a lot of traffic there. Like having a house right there would kind of be you're either up an alley someplace or you're just going to be noisy all day and have like weird people outside your door. I'm gonna tell Katie that if she's ever like out of her place,
I'll let you know first.
yeah, no, like I want it because it would be awesome for me. Because not only is it a beautiful house, like a nice location, but there's a place to park.
That's my thing. Like, if I'm making between 12 and 15,000 pesos a month when I come back, I either want to get a motorcycle. Please don't look at the exhaust, police officers. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, but for a bike, like $2,000 will get you a pretty nice bike for Guanajuato. For going around.
I don't need anything fancy, you know?
Yeah. No, I would definitely recommend a Honda. Don't get any of this Italica nonsense.
No, you said it to me last time when you brought that little red one up.
Yeah.
Is it a red one?
My bike, yeah, is red. That cost me about $25,000.
It's just like $2,000.
Yeah. And that's a 250cc. Like they make what I rode for like 4 years that I really rode the hell out of. And it's great for here in town. Is the Honda Titan. It's a 150. So you wouldn't want to take it out like to the highway. But for here in town, it's all over the place much better than like a motor scooter. And that would be a lot cheaper. It's just air cooled. It's the nice thing with Honda is that everything on it is made out of rubberized plastic.
Right.
So you can bang it into stuff, you can drop it, people can bang into you, and it bounces back.
It's not a real big problem.
Yeah, well the Italic and the other brands are made of like this brittle stuff that you wouldn't...
It's probably galvanized steel or some shit.
Oh yeah, like the inside, if you strip off all the plastic, it looks like if you saw a bicycle made out of that stuff, you would be like, I'm not getting it.
It's a little dodgy.
The thing is, the plastic is like this brittle stuff that degrades in the sun, and it just like disintegrates after a year. Like, you look at those bikes, brand new, they look beautiful. Like, some of them look really nice.
They're almost disposable.
Yeah, but after a year, what starts off looking really nice is just trash. And I know not that many people actually crash them, or else you have their bodies right.
Yeah.
But
I might get a Beetle though. If I can find a nice house with a secure parking spot.
mm-hmm.
I like to get a Volkswagen Beetle. Ben said you can get them for like 15,000 pesos out here, and everybody knows how to fix them.
Yep.
The problem with this type of car.
Problem now, I don't know how it is compared to this car, but Beetles do, they like always in the constant state of repair.
Yeah.
Like my friend, I guess the Beetles aren't as bad as the VW buses.
Those are bad.
My friend has a bus and it looks nice. She's got like all the camper stuff on it, but man, she spends a couple $1,000 a year just keeping it running. And I was like, dude, you could. I know how much you've spent on this. In the last 3 years, you could have bought yourself something like 10 years old and like a lot nicer.
Yeah.
And
it's made it on the shop every 3 weeks.
yeah, it's the thing. Like, it's not. You can say, well, you're paying for the style, but it's a nice,
but it's
a nice thing to drive and stuff.
Style.
Hers is like 25-year-old style, the VW bus.
They didn't make those in the States after like 77.
Yeah, hers is like a 70-something or an 81. It's like around. It's like 1980 plus or minus 2 or 3 years.
Is it a Westfalia?
No, it's like the air cooled like old school.
Yeah, I like that.
It's real nice. You should probably have it parked up there where you're gonna drop me off.
There's one here. There's a 1968 Datsun sedan that sometimes is parked right there that I would love to get and export to the States.
Those are pretty.
Because they're worth about $30,000 in the States.
Really, the old Datsun sedans?
Dollars, yeah.
Dude, okay, I was gonna get one and trash it in a movie. I thought that would just be true.
I will experience a lot of sadness if you do that.
No. Well, more like I wanted to get one that ran and one that didn't run, and the one that doesn't run and push it off a cliff. But if it's worth that much, it might be worth restoring.
Well, it's not worth that much here.
Yeah.
The trick is getting it over the border, you know?
It's easy to export stuff to the U.S.
Is it?
I think so, yeah.
I have to give that a shot.
It's much harder to get cars into Mexico because they tax the heck out of it.
Yes.
But getting stuff into the States, as long as the problem is getting it legal to drive up there, but actually like bringing it in, if it's older and you can classify it as an antique, I don't think it's that big a problem.
Consider living up here. We have a friend at the bar that has a really nice apartment. It's like a little bit past the plaza on the left. It's like 3,200 pesos a month. It's like 3 big rooms, nice balconies and stuff. And he said you can see the whole city from his house. Sushi lunch for us today.
That's good.
No fish. He made them with like mangoes and cucumbers. It's good. Nice to have something Asian. Fucking sheep. How do you call sheeps?
Here, tacos de barbacoa. No, what are they? Corderos.
Such a piece. I almost run over children just about every day I'm here. By accident. To open this with my finger.
Anything else you want on the?
No, not really. Maybe not. You videoing me? Here he is. Hey, thought you were a customer. Well, fuck you too.
What?
Can I have a drink, please?
Yeah? What do you want?
You want a beer or something?